Hello and welcome to another section of this complete Node.js course. Now, in the last section, we learned about the basic concepts of MongoDB and we learned how we can work with MongoDB database. There, we created collections and we inserted documents in those collections. We also learned about the different methods we can use to perform CRUD operation on a MongoDB collection. And we also learned about authentication and authorization in MongoDB and role-based access. We also use tools like Mongo Shell and Compass to connect to the local installation of MongoDB server. And we also created and hosted a MongoDB database on cloud using a service called as Atlas. Now, in this section, we are going to connect our Express application to the MongoDB database, which we hosted on cloud in the last section. And then we will create collection in that database and we will perform CRUD operation on those collections right from our Express application. And for that, we are going to use an ODM library called as Mongoose in our Express application. So Mongoose is an object data modeling library for MongoDB and Node.js, and it provides a schema-based solution for modeling your application data, and it offers a high-level API to interact with a MongoDB database. You can think of it as an abstraction layer that sits on top of native MongoDB driver. While you can also use native MongoDB driver to work with MongoDB from your Express application, but when you use Mongoose, it simplifies the process of connecting to MongoDB and working with MongoDB database by providing a more structured and intuitive way to manage your data. In an Express application, we typically use Mongoose for connecting to the database. So Mongoose provides a simple way to connect your Express application to a MongoDB database using the connect method. So on the Mongoose object, we can call the connect method, and to that connect method, we need to pass the connection string of the MongoDB database to which we want to connect. There, we can also set some options like this use new URL parser and use unified topology. So these are some options which we can pass while connecting to a MongoDB database using Mongoose. But this second argument is optional. Okay, and if the connection is successful, in that case, this connect method is going to return a resolved promise. That resolved promise can be handled using this then method. But for some reason, if the connection was not successful, if our Express application was not able to connect to MongoDB server, in that case, this connect method is going to return a rejected promise. And that rejected promise can be handled using this catch method. Okay. Then we can also use Mongoose to define data models. Mongoose allows you to define a schema for your data. A schema defines the structure of your documents, including the data types, validation rules, and default values for each field. And this is particularly useful for maintaining data consistency in a schemaless database like MongoDB. So we have learned that MongoDB is schemaless. That means we can insert any type of document in a collection. For example, in a user collection, I can go ahead and I can insert a product document. And MongoDB will not complain about that because MongoDB is schemaless. But when we are working on a real world application, there we need to have some kind of schema on our collections so that the collection will store only the valid data. And that schema we can define in our Express application using Mongoose. And based on that schema, we can also create models. And we will talk about this in great detail in our coming lectures. Then we can also do schema validation. So Mongoose provides some built-in validators which we can use on each field of the schema to validate the data. So for example, here if you see, I have a name field and here I'm specifying that this name should store a string value. It is a required field and the minimum length for the name value should be 3 characters. In the same way, I'm also adding validation on this email field. So I'm saying that this email should also be a string value and it is a required field. And this email should also be a unique value. No two documents in the users collection should have same email value. Each document in the users collection needs to have a unique email value. And that validation we are adding using this unique validator. Okay, so you can define validation rules directly in your schema to ensure that data conforms to your requirement before it is saved to the database. And that you can do with the help of Mongoose built-in validators. And this helps prevent corrupted or incomplete data from being stored in the database. Finally, Mongoose also provides methods which you can use to perform CRUD operation on a collection in MongoDB from your Express application. So when you create a model using Mongoose, on that model you can use find method or find one method to query documents from a collection. Then you can use create method to create a new document in the collection. You can use update one method to update a document in the collection, and you can use delete one method to delete a document in the collection from your Express application. So these methods are more expressive and easier to use than the raw MongoDB query syntax. Now here in this course, we are going to use Mongoose ODM in our Express application in order to connect to and work with MongoDB database. But we also have other alternatives. For example, we can also use native MongoDB driver. Native MongoDB driver, it provides a direct interface to the MongoDB database without any abstraction. And it is fast and it gives you full control, but it requires more manual work for tasks like data validation and modeling. Then other option which you can choose is Prisma. Prisma is a modern object relational mapper that supports both relational and NoSQL database including MongoDB. And it is known for its strong typing, auto-generated CRUD operations, and modern developer experience. You also have TypeGoose, which is a library that builds on Mongoose, and it adds strong type support using TypeScript classes. So it allows you to use Mongoose in a more type-safe way. Then you have Waterline and Micro ORM. So these are other alternatives to Mongoose. But in this course, I'm going to use Mongoose to connect to and work with MongoDB database from our Express application. But there are also other alternatives to Mongoose which we can use in our Express application. So in short, while the native driver offers raw performance and flexibility, Mongoose provides a much better developer experience by adding a layer of structure, validation, and convenience that is highly beneficial for most Express applications. It makes working with MongoDB feel more like working with a traditional relational database without sacrificing the power and flexibility of NoSQL document store. Now, before I wrap up this lecture, I also want to show you the documentation for Mongoose. So for that, you can go to this link. Let me go ahead and let me open this link in browser. So here I'm going to search for Mongoose official documentation, and you'll see this link, Mongoose version 8.18 getting started. You can click on this link and it will take you to the documentation of Mongoose. So here we can learn how we can connect to a MongoDB database from our Express application. For that, we can use this connect method. Then if you want to do validation, so I can go to this validation link, and here we can learn about schema validation. So for example, here we are creating a schema using this schema constructor, and to that constructor we are passing an object, and inside that object we are specifying what fields do we want to have for that schema. And then on that we are also adding the validation. So first of all, I'm saying that this name field should store a string value and it is a required field. And we will talk about this in great detail in our coming lectures. Then Mongoose also provides some middlewares. So if you want to learn about those middlewares, you can learn about it from here. So Mongoose provides different types of middlewares. Basically, it provides 4 types of middlewares: document middleware, model middleware, aggregate middleware, and query middleware. And again, we are going to talk about these types of middleware in our coming lectures. So this is the documentation for Mongoose, and in our coming lectures, if we are stuck anywhere or if we want to take a sample code, we will come to this documentation and we will get it from here. Okay, so I just wanted to show you this documentation page so that if you are stuck somewhere while working with Mongoose, you can come to this documentation and you can select the topic which you want to learn about, and then you can try to find a solution for the problem which you are facing. Or if you want to learn something, then also you can use this documentation. All right, so this is all I wanted to cover in this lecture. In the next lecture, we are going to connect our Express application to MongoDB database, which we hosted on Atlas using Mongoose. And for that, Mongoose provides a very simple method called connect, to which we need to pass the connection string of the MongoDB database to which we want to connect. So we will see this in our next lecture. This is all from this lecture. If you have any questions from this lecture, then feel free to ask it. Thank you for listening and have a great day.